Assalamualaikum everyone. We're back with my next new podcast, to which I'm so excited. I've been waiting. I've been waiting
Yes.
so long to hear from this guest right here. So I'm going to introduce y'all to Shima.
Yes. Okay, so I'm a radio host as well as an entrepreneur. That's what I do on my free time if I'm not busy with radio work.
Oh,
Yes.
how many times are you on air?
It depends actually, like 2 to 3 times a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I also do
Oh.
MCs and stuff like that. So I'm also a
Alright.
freelancer.
Oh, you do MC work
Yeah,
as well.
I do.
Wow. This
I
is new because
know.
I knew Shima. It's been 6 years,
Yeah, I know. 6 years.
Six
Oh my
and a bit,
God.
right?
Yeah, so the story was she was looking for some girls to paint on.
Yeah.
And she managed to find me. So I was like, I think it was during that. I think it was during that launching of Lancome with more.
Lancome?
Yeah, I remember.
Laneige?
Yes, Laneige. Sorry, not Lancome. Laneige.
Right.
Yeah, it was with more that
Yeah.
time.
Is that where I met you?
Yes. And then
Ah.
you're like, oh, you're so pretty. And then I want you, and then that's when we started being friends.
Because you got that natural.
Yeah.
You don't need makeup, to be
I
honest.
don't really. I know.
Manchiku, orang muji, you just say no. Like,
No, it's okay.
so too.
Yeah.
And so that's how I met you.
Mm-hmm.
And then and at that time, okay, the topic for today is, I haven't given it a proper title, but we're gonna be talking about singleness, the way, the mind, the mental
Yeah.
health of a single person living in Brunei.
Yeah.
I must say living in Brunei, okay?
Yes,
'Cause
living in
it's-
Brunei.
I think it's slightly challenging, to be honest with you. Like,
And
there's
truth
not
be told,
much to do around here, Jua.
it is quite a challenge. But it's you've met me a few years back, right?
Yeah.
Like what you said, it's been 6 years, and then you know that how I was back then.
Yes, 6 years. Okay, this is how I saw you.
Yeah.
Okay? I saw you as someone really hopeful. Like, you
Yeah.
were positive, in fact.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, why? Nada orang.
Exactly,
Di Brunei ni. Like, what's wrong with me? Were you ever like that? What's wrong with me?
I was. I remember that time that when you were painting my face, when you were doing my face. I remember we had a conversation. We always have conversations, right? So as you go along, because yani indang yan ni.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As you can tell by now.
yeah. So I remember we were talking about it, and then you're like, "Why are you still single?" So I was like, "I'm trying." Back then I remembered I was quite depressed.
Yeah.
I was quite depressed, even though you saw that
You
I was
were
quite
hopeful,
hopeful. Yeah, I was
yeah.
hopeful, but I was depressed. I was not happy with myself.
Right.
Right? And then you're like, oh, don't worry about it. You're still young. Da 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 da. No, I hear that a lot of times.
Well, how old are you now?
I'm 35, coming 36.
Okay.
Yes, I'm already in my mid 30s and coming into my late 30s. But it's okay. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with
Okay,
it.
good.
I'm really
Yeah.
fine with it because do you know how I said like back then I wanted to get married when I was 30, right? But that didn't happen. But it's fine.
Right.
And you kept on telling me, don't settle for less. And that's what I've been going on with.
That is absolutely right, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, why would you marry somebody for the sake of being
Marriage.
married?
Exactly.
Like, you can just say, I get married, but I'm so depressed, like,
Yeah,
even worse.
there's no point.
That happens,
That happens a lot because that's
Yeah.
the thing, you see. So throughout the years, I've just been keeping myself busy with work and with my business as well. So and then
So in the beginning, when I met you, you only had heart
Hearty leaf.
kan?
Yes,
that
that's
was
correct.
the only thing you were busy doing, kan?
Yes, I was.
And it's your passion.
Yeah, it was my
It
passion.
was the thing you were focused on at the time.
Yep.
And you were how old at that time when I met you?
Oh my God.
28?
20, no.
29?
I was 6 years ago. That would be 30.
Oh, you were 30.
Oh my God.
Okay.
30.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay. Why I'm emphasizing the reason why I invite you today.
Yeah.
Andang, I wanted to talk to someone in this age group at that time, 20, 30, 29,
Yeah.
30. And now that you're older, Chamato, I want to hear, looking back, what do you understand about yourself at that age? Because there's a lot of people, I understand, male and female, both, at the time when they hit 29, 30, itu sudah macam they feel panic zone.
Yes.
That's the
Truthfully, I
panic
was.
zone. Like,
Yes.
especially when you see your friends getting married,
Having
like
kids,
having
settling
kids,
down.
like, and then
Yeah.
you start to doubt yourself, and you think,
Yep.
when is it my turn? Like,
Mm-hmm.
who, where, where. And I've heard some who are in relationships, that's when they break up juga.
Exactly. So there's no point.
Gila baik, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like, you know.
We're gonna omit that out.
It's hard. It's hard. It's not easy
It's
time.
not.
Okay.
It's not.
So can you just talk us through what were
Yeah.
you like feeling at that age?
So yes, you said that I was hopeful, but at the same time, I was not happy with myself because everywhere, left and right, my friends are getting married, settling down, and there I was, just there, the only single person that's
Oh,
left out of my friends pool,
oh God.
But, and of course, like what you said, I was not happy. I was panicking internally. I was panicking on the outside. Externally, I wasn't because I
You're
was just
coping.
I was coping.
Yeah.
I was coping up with it. But internally, I was, oh my goodness,
Freaking out.
freaking out. I was panicking. I was
Wow.
like, when is it my turn? When is it my turn? I became severely depressed because of that. And I talked to my best friend about it, and she was like, and because of that, because of me panicking, because of me internally freaking out of not settling down, I was impulsive.
Impulsive?
Impulsive in a way that I went on wrong dates.
Oh.
I dated the wrong people.
A date is fine, no?
Yeah, but at that time I was already vetting through.
Oh, you want to hajat kan kawin.
Yeah,
right.
exactly, because I was freaking out. You see, so
Yes.
I became a little bit desperate. I became a little bit desperate, and I dated the wrong people. I got my heart broken, and then I think the second time we met again, that's when you were asking again, and I was like, nothing's changed, but I was already at the lowest point, and I was like,
Really?
yeah, I was actually lowest point. But again, externally, I was coping with it, and so yeah, my mental health was very, I don't know, I would say I was quite disturbed.
Really? What were you experiencing on a daily basis? Like, how does
Daily
it
basis,
go?
okay, it was so hard for me to get up sometimes. It was so hard for me to get up sometimes. I was like, oh my God, another day, another single life.
Right.
Yeah, another day, another single life. I was like, what am I gonna do? Yeah, and then I don't know why, but somehow I just dated the wrong people that time, and it was,
you were attracting all these.
Yes, I was.
Yes,
I was attracting all this. So because of the need to feel wanted and the need to feel, the need to feel belong. The need to feel belong. Yeah, that's the right word. The need to feel belonged was out of desperation.
Right.
And it wasn't good. It wasn't a good look on me.
Yeah.
And so, and because of that, I blamed myself. I blame myself for all the wrong people that I've dated.
You blamed yourself.
Yeah, I blame myself because I was like, I shouldn't have gone out with them. I should have actually properly vetted through this guy.
Right.
Because with every guy that I've actually met, I would look at how this guy would be the one for me.
Did you have a checklist?
Yes.
Everyone has that checklist. Really? I'm not kidding.
Of course, we always have to have a checklist.
Has a damn checklist. But
yeah.
How realistic was your checklist? Do you remember?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
okay, what
honestly,
must they have? Oh, okay. Let's hear a bit, because then the listeners may have something similar, or
Okay, some people, they want the looks, they want the wealth. That's basic, right? I mean, we do. Who wouldn't? Right? That's just on.
It's gotta be good looking.
Yeah.
To my liking. Okay.
Exactly.
Check. And then it's gotta have some finance.
Yeah, obviously.
Jangan kusong. Okay,
obviously.
Great.
But for me, it's more deeper than that. Like, for instance, because I'm this person who's always on the go.
Right.
Because like I said, I'm a radio host. I'm also an entrepreneur and a freelancer. So I'm always consistently on the go with any projects that I have.
Yeah.
So to be able to have a partner that can fully support me as well as understanding me in that capacity, without questions, without judgments of what I do.
Yeah.
You see?
Without stopping you. Like,
exactly.
Apa lagi berjalanan ni? Apa lagi malam-malam?
Kemana you? Bahapa you? Sama siapa you?
Yeah. So no insecure guy.
Yeah.
We don't need
it's
that.
fine to have a little bit of insecurity because we are all insecure in our own ways. It's fine to have that, but jangan yang too suffocating.
Yeah.
To a point too suffocating. Yeah. So, because trust me, I've dated someone
you had
like that.
You've had these kind of guys.
Yes, I've met this kind of guys.
Right.
So and then and then for me, communication is key. Communication is important, is key for me. Like, we communicate. If you're not happy about something with me, you talk to me. Don't
spit it out.
Yeah, don't keep it in.
Yeah.
Don't keep it in.
So you've had people like this.
Oh yes. I don't. They clam up. Like,
silent
"Are you
treatment.
Okay?" No, not silent treatment. It's more like, "How are you today?" "I'm okay." That's it. Dead end conversation. Okay. But the thing is, you know that they're not, because you have intuition, you have feelings. You know that they're not okay. But okay, fine. So I would sometimes I would respect their boundary. I was like, okay, fine. You know, he's not okay. Then I'm just gonna leave it be. But sometimes, right, these guys, like, if they're not happy with what I do, they keep it to themselves. Tapi they're very passive aggressive.
Right. That's annoying.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Being passive aggressive. Right. Like, and I'm the kind of person who's very outspoken. I would call them out on it. Like, really.
So how do they react with that? How do they take it?
Because once I open up my mouth, they're like, okay, fine, you know. So I'm very outspoken. So communication for me is key. So that's in my checklist. And then how you treat your family, how you treat your family is also, because when you can actually see a person, how they treat their family is who they are. Yeah, you see. So you've witnessed. Horrific things. Well, I wouldn't say horrific things, but disappointing things.
Disappointing, yeah. So you can feel it. You can tell already, like, oh, yani.
Yeah. And then I cannot deal with insensitivity.
Who can?
I know, but there are some people who can. Just because they look good, just because they have money, that doesn't mean that they are, sensitive people. Right. But there are people like that.
An example, can you share?
I was like, and empathy has to be there. Right. Yeah, like for instance, oh my god, I can't, on top of my head, I really can't think. Oh my god, I'm not trying to rack my brain, like trying to remember, because the thing is, here's the thing.
Like, you're over it, that's why.
Yeah, exactly. I'm over it, so I was like, well, that's it.
Like, close book, next.
Yeah, next. Exactly, it's like that.
Have you always been like that, or is it just baru-baru and like now that you're in your 30s?
I've always been like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've always been like that. I'm like, I have no time to waste.
Do you ever have heartbreak then?
I do. I mean, for the past 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the past 6 years. I know, because for me it's a mind over matter thing. Yes. Okay. So for the past 6 years, yes, I do have heartbreaks and I deal with them on my own. But sometimes the heartbreaks that I've experienced through is too much. My best friend actually saw it through. My family has seen it through as well. But it is what it is. Wow. It is what it is. And so being single, right, in my mid 30s now, I've begin to accept that nyorang sekiranya jodoh ada, then inshallah. Right. It's never gonna go away. If I'm gonna marry late, it's fine. So be it. Yeah. Yeah, so be it. I've accepted it. I think I've accepted the fact about a couple years back.
That's good. At what age you got this turning point?
The turning point I would say is about a couple years back. I think it was 33, 34.
Right. Yeah, is it out of boredom, like asangal ko sudah, or
no? It's more. It's not out of boredom. It's not out of ato. It's more like I'm accepting it. It's more like I'm accepting, and being patient.
You're good with it. Like,
it took me a long time. Trust me, it took me a long time.
What did you have to do? Like, what did you have to tell yourself?
Okay. So one thing I've found out, right? And one thing that I've learned, not found out, one thing I've learned is to forgive yourself. Yeah. To love yourself, to forgive yourself for all the mistakes you've done, and if it's written, if it's written in your books that you're going to get married, that you're going to settle down and have kids, then it shall be. Oh. I have my trust and faith in God. That's how I become, Yeah. So what I do is, you work through it. You manifest, but even though you're manifesting, your manifestation doesn't come through right that instant. It's fine, because at least you are praying for it, that you are working towards it.
It doesn't mean it should be here, like, instantaneous.
Yeah. Right. Because maybe perhaps, and also another thing is maybe perhaps why mine got delayed or why I'm not settling down yet is because I need to work on myself still. Because I believe that in order for you to attract the right partner in your life is to work on yourself, to love yourself as well as to forgive yourself.
I think so too. Can you share what you've been doing for,
Oh my
to
God.
build yourself?
Oh my God, I really don't know idea. It's just everything was whirlwind for me. Like because COVID was there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, COVID was there, and I think I was just simply enjoying my life and as well as enjoying all the highs and the lows that has happened to me.
You're just riding
I'm
the
just
waves.
riding. I'm just riding. I'm just riding
because
through.
this is what I see, right?
Yeah.
When I look at your social media.
Yeah.
Because I knew you just when you were that age and then you only had your business, okay? That was the only thing going for you, right?
Yep.
You were focused on one thing. Then I see, you're doing talks, you're doing this DJ thing, and I was like, where did he DJ now?
Yeah.
How did she figure that one out? Like,
yeah.
what?
Oh, okay.
Long
So
shot,
that one.
Yeah. How did that happen?
Okay. So being a radio host, right? That was actually a spur of the moment thing, actually.
Were they calling people for audition?
Yeah. So a few years back, I think it was in 2022.
Okay.
I think it was
just
2022.
After COVID,
Yeah, so it was in 2022. There was this audition. I remember it was on the 25th of July. I know this was on the 25th of July 2022 was because I had breakfast with my best friend and a friend of ours because we used to have this ritual of having breakfast together on our birthdays. And it just happened to be on her birthday that morning. And a friend of ours, he was like recommending like you should try out. There's an audition happening this afternoon. Afternoon.
Casual saja.
Yeah, that afternoon. And then I was like, actually, he's been trying to ask me to go for it, but I have not been really thinking about it because I never, honestly, truthfully, I've never really actually saw myself being a radio host. Never in a million years, never would have thought.
Did even events like that. You were not that kind of person.
Exactly.
At that time,
I mean, yes, I am. I am an ambivert. I'm a social butterfly.
You're gonna go on and with a microphone and stuff like that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I knew for a fact that I was building myself up because I was again figuring things out on my own. Who am I? Who I want to be when I grow up.
So at that moment, you're probably open to anything. Basically.
Yeah, exactly. It was just spontaneous.
Wow.
It was totally spontaneous. So,
and you were single.
Yeah,
obviously. But were you seeing anyone at that time? Or?
Was I seeing that?
The gingat. Okay, fine.
Oh my God,
so meaningful. Okay, great. So you probably
I went
weren't
for audition.
seeing anyone. You went for audition, like.
No, I wasn't.
It's on a whim lang, yeah. Like,
it was spontaneous.
Go.
It was spontaneous. So the audition was at Yayasan Underground.
Okay.
Yeah, Yayasan Underground, the underground tunnel thing. And I walked in. So on that day itself, I was able to get my CV and my picture ready.
Oh my God.
And it was like on a couple of hours, and I was able to get in for the audition. And I went in.
How did? Yeah, you went in. And
so I went. So they give us scripts, right? Of course, they give us scripts to talk. I mean, to test out.
Read and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, I remember I stood up there, and somehow this different persona just came out, like a different. I was confident. I was nervous, of course, at first.
Yeah.
Then when I stepped in front of them, during the audition. I stood up. I mean, I was standing there, and I have this paper in front of me. A different persona just came out, and I was confident.
The radio version of you came on.
Exactly. So my voice was projecting out clearly, and I was and I saw that the audition, the ones who were auditioning me, they were like mesmerized. Yeah, they're like, okay, and then that's it. So they asked me to try in Malay.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay lah, fine. It was but I told them, I specifically told them on that day, since the audition, I told them that they were asking at the and then I said Pilihan FM because I grew up listening to Pilihan.
Okay.
So I love Pilihan, and then so that's where I went. And during the audition, and then got a call back, and I got a call back. Then Alhamdulillah, I got in, and then
How many people were hired?
At that time, there were oh my God,
they were looking for just one.
20 plus. Because that's campur. Tapi campur. I think it was at 20 plus or 10 people, but I don't quite remember. It was quite a lot of us. Tapi ada yang masuk TV, ada yang masuk radio, ada yang masuk berita.
Recruiting benar-benar.
Yes, recruiting benar-benar at that time. So of course
Exciting.
I chose radio. Kanina I wanted radio.
Yeah.
So then there were 6 people, and ended up 6 people in radio, tapi
Mhm.
different stations.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's how it happened. And
Wow.
I've been busy with radio ever since that. And my focus was solely on that. My
Mm.
focus is solely on that because I've got a part-time job, because I'm not a full-time with that, so I'm still a part-time job because I'm
With the radio is part
yeah,
time.
radio is part-time because
Ah.
that means I still have, what do you call this, the freedom to run my own things, like the
Okay.
freelancing work as
Yeah.
well
So you
as my
still do your
freelance.
heartily.
Yeah, still do.
Yeah, that's nice.
So
Hmm.
at the same time, okay, so I remember, I think ever since I started work again, as
Mhm.
even though if it's a part-time job,
Okay.
I remember that's when, like I said, right, 33, 34, that was
Mhm.
the pinnacle point of my life that I've decided I'm not going to be sad about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wallow in it. I'm not
Yeah.
going to be depressed by it. There are times that where I am still sad that I'm still single, but so what I do is when I have those feelings, right?
Mm.
Like macam my siblings, they have boyfriends and girlfriends,
Mhm.
right? Sometimes I'm a little bit envious because
Right.
they have a relationship at that time and I
Yeah.
don't. They have
Yeah.
a really good thing going.
Understandable.
Yeah. So macam because they're younger than me.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
right.
the eldest daughter. I'm the kaka. So then, so what happens is that when I have those kinds of feelings,
Mm.
I acknowledge them. I allow myself to feel those
Mhm.
feelings. I allow myself to feel those emotions
Mhm.
of sadness, of not depressed, of sadness and longing.
Right.
I allow myself to feel that way, acknowledged it,
Mhm.
and after that, I just shake it off.
Mm.
And I just tell myself, so I give myself a pep talk. It's going to be okay.
Mm.
Your time will come. You know, it's going to be
Yeah.
okay. Your time will come.
Yeah.
Feel what you want to feel right now.
Mm.
Then, you know,
Alba.
you're awesome.
I think that's important.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, which I understand,
Uh-huh.
they try not to feel sad. They're
Yeah.
trying to like, no, I don't want to be sad. But
Okay. That's the thing.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe the way that I do it, but I think it works. Which
Mm.
allow yourself for a few minutes. Allow yourself to feel those
Yeah.
feelings, to feel those emotions.
Yeah.
And then after that, give yourself a pep talk that
Mhm.
it's gonna be okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be okay. My time will come,
Oh,
and you're awesome. You're amazing at what you do. You focus on you.
Yes.
So, like I said right
Yeah,
earlier on,
absolutely.
you
right.
gotta work on yourself. You gotta forgive
Mm.
yourself, and you gotta love yourself.
Mhm.
And trust me, I have a friend.
Mhm.
Actually, I do have a couple of friends. Throughout the years, they fixate. It really annoys me, truthfully.
Okay.
They
What?
fixate themselves around relationships.
Oh.
Relationships after relationships after relationships.
Yeah, so annoying, right?
It is like macam.
What do they do? What's the kind of thing?
Okay, so
that
what happened? So macam what happens? Like they're in one relationship,
Mhm.
and then after that, oh, jump. He's the one. He's the one. He's the one. He's the one.
He's the one.
A couple of months later, they broke up.
Okay.
And then they don't allow themselves to heal. They jump into another relationship.
Right.
And then dapat itu
Sama
engaged.
aja is the one.
Engaged.
Wow.
And then after engaged, putus.
Wow.
It's a same repetitive cycle that I just cannot deal with. Like I seriously, like okay, and then niya balik-balik tanya, macam what is wrong with me? Da, da, da.
Oh,
And
sedih
like,
je.
sedih. Come on, sedih lah. And then so I told them, right?
Mana tahu anda sedih, like this is what I do. This
No,
is what I do.
like they're desperate.
Wow.
It smells of desperation.
What's the age? 34, 35.
My age, tapi yeah, older.
Okay, that's
They really
rushing.
Yeah, they really fixate themselves around guys. They really fixate themselves around this fantasy of being in a relationship. I get it.
Yeah.
We all do. It's instinct. It's instinct. It's instinctive. Like yeah, we want to settle down. But that shouldn't be your life. You shouldn't revolve your life, centering your life centered around a man. For me as a woman,
I mean, even a guy to center around a girl.
Yeah,
like,
to center around a girl. Don't center yourself around this fixation of wanting to settle down just because for the sake of it. exactly, for the sake
Oh.
of it. Oh, just because of the glamour. It's like, when you're when you're getting married,
Oh
for
God.
me, right? When you're getting married, you're
Yeah.
getting married. What is it? Because the glamour? Is it
It's,
because you want to show
everyone's
off?
doing it.
Everyone's
Everyone's
doing it? No, because what comes after is the marriage itself.
yeah.
And do you want to know? Here's okay. So I'm just gonna share this with you.
Okay. Okay.
So of course, I used to dream. I used to dream of So when I was in my late 20s to early 30s, right?
Mhm.
I used to dream to want to have a big fancy wedding.
Right.
The whole thing, the whole
Yeah.
9 yards.
Okay.
You know, because again, and like I said, I know I'm quite a sociable person, so
Yeah.
I was like fantasizing, oh, I would invite this and I would have this, da 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 da, da, right? A big fancy wedding, the whole
Right.
9 yards,
Right.
just because of it. Then it came to a point that my fixation, my fantasies of that, I brought myself down to reality, more down to reality. I was pulling myself down.
Right.
Do I want this wedding? Why? Okay, do I want to get married just because of a wedding?
Do I just want this wedding?
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah.
A wedding is a wedding.
Yes.
A wedding is a celebration.
Yeah, party.
Yeah, right. A
Yeah.
wedding is a celebration of
day.
your union
Oh.
with your partner.
Yeah.
So I was like, do I want to get married just because of a wedding, or do I want to get married because I want to settle down and for a marriage, right?
Yeah.
And that's when I dialed my fantasy down to more like now, like right now. I don't mind just nikah saja.
All right.
Back then, I was adamant. I was really set. I was adamant. Big fancy wedding just because I'm the eldest daughter.
Yeah,
Just because
I deserve this.
Yeah, I deserve this.
Yeah.
People should celebrate me. That was selfish.
Right.
So now I don't mind just a nikah. Yeah, I just don't mind a nikah
So
because
you're maturing, kind of, sort
right.
of. It seems like
right.
okay, that's not what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Just
remember
a-
back then, right, when you did my makeup, I was like, okay, you might, Heidi, you're gonna be my makeup artist.
You're
Remember?
gonna do my makeup. No, it's
Right?
set, right?
Yeah, it was set, right? But how? But I wasn't seeing anyone though. Because already
And you kind of convinced me too. I was like, when is this happening? Like, is
exactly.
it tomorrow?
You see,
Like, aku
Alba.
macam excited na beda-beda.
Oh, ba. So
Yeah.
macam now down the line, what 6 years later, I'm still me, but I would say an upgraded version, I guess.
Yeah. And you see, I watch you on TikTok Live.
Yeah.
Can you didn't even know it was me, right? I
Nope,
was using my counseling and I TikTok, and I was feeling macam Shimah ko to. Like she looks really confident. You are so confident.
Yeah.
On air and on the talking.
Yeah. So
and you just don't give a damn. You just say whatever you want.
yeah,
like,
of course. and you can see I'm very outspoken.
Oh.
I'm very outspoken with what I
which
want to
is
say.
great. I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, so because of that, that's why it took a long time. It took a long time, and it really took a long time to get where I am. And alhamdulillah, I would say that I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy to be where I am, and if it happens, it happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, let me get this straight. So, like, you at the 20s, you did wish for a partner, for boyfriend at least,
of
at least
course.
a good guy,
Yeah.
whatever that is. And then when it didn't work out, breakup. How bad were the down periods?
Oh, the down periods. Okay, so I had to see a shrink.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Did you think it's you? Did you doubt yourself? Like,
I was severely insecure and really low self-esteem, like barabis.
Wow.
Yeah. So a couple of times I had anxiety attacks. A couple of times I had panic attacks. Severely depressed. Anxious. And of course I had to see a psychiatrist.
Really? Government, private?
Government.
Wow.
And I was on medication.
And because you just wanted to be with someone, like you
well,
wanted to have a future with someone, or
yeah, more like okay. So
what brought it on?
So let me just share something very adalaha. I think I wanted to settle down so badly, married someone, beast with someone, because I wanted to escape my I wanted to escape. Let's just put it that way.
Escape.
Yeah, I just wanted to escape. I just wanted to start a new life with someone and leave behind what I was going through that time. So it was an escape plan. For me. Yeah, now, oh my God, I just had an epiphany. Yeah, so I would say that back then, when I was already in my early 20s, very early 20s to that, early 20s up until early 30s, that was a decade. That's a decade, right? I wanted to marry so badly because it was an escape plan for me. Yeah.
So you were in a, can I say, bad situation? In your mind, it's bad, or
Yeah,
is it actually bad?
in my mind, it was in a bad situation. It was maybe because when you are too much in your own feelings, when you are too much with your own self, you see anything around you, the environment around you, as bad,
negative. It's just a big fat negative.
Yeah, it's a big fat negative.
Right.
So I thought I thought marrying someone would change all that.
Take you away.
Exactly.
Into a brighter future.
Exactly, right? So again, the fixation is there. The fixation is there. So yeah, I just had an epiphany. I would say that during that time, it was just more of an escape plan compared to, because now, like I said, coming to my mid 30s, that's when I started to really look into myself, and I became more conscious. I became more aware of my surrounding, and I was like, okay, fine. If this is how it is, I'm not gonna allow it. I'm not gonna let myself be this way. I got to do something.
So now that you have that awareness, realization, was your actual current situation that bad or no?
Looking back at it, it wasn't that bad.
It's not as bad as you had.
Yeah, it's not as exactly. It's not as bad as I thought it would. It was.
Right.
Again, like I said, it was just an escape plan.
Yeah.
And I think this can be quite controversial. A lot of people wanted to get married because it's an escape plan as well.
For sure. Especially dulu-dulu.
Yeah, exactly.
In families where the, abuse goes on. Exactly. They just want to get the hell out of there.
And then I believe in this fact. I don't know. I came across it. I don't know when I came across it, but I know I came across it that just because you wanted to be with someone doesn't mean that your other partner is going to treat you differently.
Oh.
Because you might attract the same thing if you don't work on yourself. And that's why I pushed myself to work on myself, to focus on myself, and to focus on what I'm doing, rather than fixate on I want to get married.
It's like you were seeing relationships as a rescue. Yes. Like they're gonna make my life better.
Yes.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
They believe.
And I don't want that.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the solution.
Oh wow.
That's the thing, right? Unfortunately, I have seen many people left and right, my age or younger than me, are getting divorced just after a few years of marriage.
Yeah. Because of the mindset ba. They're thinking, kawin, okay ni. Like, happy taku ni. Like,
and then, no, and then, friends of mine, like, dorang buka cerita that it's true what they said, that once you get married, that's when you actually really truly see them for who they are.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, logically,
I can't relate that. I can't relate that because I'm not in that stage. I'm not in that stage yet.
You haven't experienced that yet?
Yeah, I haven't experienced that yet. So it's just fine. So, but this is what my friends, the common thing that they said, that it's true what they said, that once you marry, okay, kalau kamu engage and boyfriend, girlfriend, that stage of relationship of boyfriend, girlfriend, as well as the engagement relationship, that's totally different.
That's still roses.
That's still, still, you are looking through a rose, colored rose glass, something like that.
Rose-colored glass.
Yes, rose-colored glass. That's, and then sudah kawin, pecah tak. That rose-colored glass pecah tak. Then you can see them for there.
The point is, you can't pretend to be someone forever.
Exactly.
You can't be, who you're not.
Yeah.
I mean, for a while, boleh lah. You know,
yeah,
like you see the good side of me because that's what I want you to see.
yeah, because
Totoo,
that's what I want you to see,
ah.
right? And then now macam tu. So I was like, kesian lah, you know.
Yeah.
And now macam like I'm trying to avoid that.
Is that freaking you out though?
It
Hearing
does.
that.
It does.
Oh, come on. I do too much. No, I think, okay, this is what I think. Okay.
Okay.
If you're going to get marriage advice from someone who's divorcing or not, you know, like really can break up, whatever. Yeah, it's really going to be scary advice.
Yeah, it does.
Andang jua. It, you know, it's very discouraging, kan? Like,
it's kind of discouraging. That's true. That's why macam I don't tend to focus on it.
Yeah, I mean, this is how I want people to see it. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like everyone's situation is different, ba, you know.
Very completely.
That's why, you know, some people try to advise you, like, oh, you know, jangan kau karangan, like, that happened to you, it didn't happen to her, you know, like, you know, just, you know.
And you know, speaking of marriage thing, right? So I remember I had this conversation with. It's an ongoing conversation that I've had with my best friend.
Right.
We're on the same boat. You know,
no, she's single too.
No,
she's
that's why I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. So, macam, we were both on the same boat, right? Macam, like I said, through the breakups that we've had, we would just call each other and cry, or she would just come over. We would talk long hours, and we just like really, really let it out, right? So we were on the same boat.
That's nice.
Yeah, we were on the same boat, and she was like, she would just open up. She would just like, oh, about this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. I've seen her progress. I've seen her progress. And then one day, she signed up for one of the dating apps.
Ooh.
No, she's not one for that. She's truly not one of those kind of people.
Nobody is. I get it.
But
Saja.
She decided. She decided to sign up for.
It's quite common these days.
I know, but I'm not doing.
Whatever.
I'm not doing it. No,
it exists.
Yeah, I don't want to be catfish or scammed. Okay. I don't want to be catfish or scammed. And then, okay, so she decided to sign up for the dating app.
She put a profile out.
Yeah, she did. And then so she met with this guy. And at that time, she was, I don't know, but I think she was slowly trying to introduce me to this guy. Okay, fine.
What? She wanted to introduce you to someone she met?
No, that guy, the guy that she was seeing.
That one.
Yeah. So because she's my best friend, right?
Unusual. Okay.
Yeah. So because I think she was scared. I don't know. I don't know. If you're gonna watch this, please correct me.
She wanted you to know him. Yeah. Introduce to date.
No.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. So I was like, okay, then, and then at that time, and I'm protective of her.
Okay.
Because I love her to death. I'm protective of her. She's my soul sister.
Okay.
so and then during that short period of her being with this guy, taras ka US tama to, because she had a course.
This your friend.
Yeah, for 1 month. So we were like, oh man, okay, fine.
Okay.
So
the guy hindi ikut lah.
Yadi Brunei. Yeah. So but we got to know each other. I liked him, right?
All right.
But I got jealous of them. I got jealous of them because
of the relationship.
Yeah, because I saw them. I saw, you know, she met someone and
and it was working out.
Yeah, it was working out. There I was.
Guy.
Yeah, and then there I was, you know, still single. I was like, wow, okay, she managed to find someone. I've tried that time. I was like, oh, sorry, I've tried, you know, but nadawa. Like she was able to, but I guess it's because she is this person who can manifest things in her life in a good way. And she's very blessed lah.
Okay.
And I'm happy for her. I'm proud of her.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, she got married.
All right.
So when she got back, she got married. I was I was her maid of honor, and then she has a baby.
Right. It worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. Alhamdulillah, up until now. And her baby is my godson.
All right. So
yeah.
sweet.
So, and you know, and with this guy, right? That is her husband. We fully integrate him into our family as well, because Yani kan, like I said, she's my soul sister. So she is the extra child in my family.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the extra child in my family, and because of that, we fully integrate him in our family as well. So it's a big family.
That's nice.
Yeah. So and at that time, I remember, because of my jealousy, right? I think this is the first time, if you're gonna watch this, this is the first time that I'm really announcing it. That okay, so at that time, now that you know, because of my jealousy, though, we did have a
Okay.
fight. We did
Oh,
have,
right,
because
right,
of
right.
how I reacted.
Right,
We
right.
did had an argument about it, and she was like, okay. So she sent me a very long text,
Uh-huh.
and I just said I'm sorry.
Mm.
She is the only person that is able to really speak truth to me, really
Mhm.
slap me
Mhm.
to reality
Mhm.
of what I've done wrong.
Mhm. And this happened when they were married
No, no,
or
no, before that.
before?
Before
Oh,
that.
right.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
before
Then
that.
you ordered.
And then I
Okay.
realized what I did. So I realized that what I did, and I shook it off.
Mhm.
I said I'm sorry, and
Mhm.
I texted the guy as well.
Right.
I said I'm sorry for how I treated you, for what I did, for how I treated you. Da, da, da.
Okay.
So you own up to it.
Right.
You see, you did something wrong.
Mhm.
Jangan. So she knows that I would accept it.
Right.
So I know what I did wrong.
Right.
So I accept it. I apologize.
Were you trying to break them up or something?
No, no, no,
Or
no.
you
no,
were
It
just
wasn't.
mad,
I was just mad.
moody,
Yeah, yeah. I was just.
like
I was. Yachi. I was that.
right, okay.
So
So they understood that as well, Jua
I think so. I
Like,
think so. But yes.
it
But
doesn't take a
I love to
genius.
them. Yeah. Now I love to them. I love them to that.
Right, right,
Like
right.
seriously, they're my favorite people ever.
Right, right.
And
What did that tell you about yourself when you were going through that envy
so yeah.
state?
So that stage, I was like, okay, girl, what the hell? I was like, this is not you.
No.
She needs your support. I was like, she needs your support. She's been through a lot. She's been through enough heartbreaks in the past. She needs you. And it's a good thing that, she's texting you this way. And, it's a good thing that she's calling you out on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when immediately right after that, because that time, yeah, she was about to fly off again.
Right.
That's why she sent me a text. So we don't have to see each other.
Right. You had space.
Yeah, you had space. So we had space. It was good.
Okay.
Because she said that she needed a space from me.
Wow.
So yeah, so because of that, that's when the pivotal moment that I realized I gotta stop it.
Yeah.
And I really gotta stop it. So that's why I apologize sincerely to both of them. And now they're my favorite people ever.
Yeah. I mean, like, at that time you were so single, Joaquin.
Yeah,
Like, you didn't even have a friend, a guy,
yeah.
a boyfriend lah, basically.
Yeah,
That's why much, maybe did you feel like you were losing a friend?
Yes. I was scared.
You were scared.
I was
you'll be
acting
on your
out.
own.
Yeah, I was acting out because of that. I was acting out because I was scared to lose her. Yeah. So that was selfish of me. That was really, 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 truly selfish of me.
Yeah.
So I think I would say for the past few years, my awareness has become more apparent with every actions that I've done.
So she was quite good to call you out on that sort of thing. Like some people would just like, you know what,
you cut off.
Yeah,
Right. They cut. No. But because why? Because we truly, truly cherish our friendship. Truly cherish our friendship, and we just don't want it to go to waste just because of a guy. No. And that's why I'm outspoken, she's outspoken, so we fit nicely together.
Right. You kind of get it.
Yeah. So that's why. So yeah, throughout this whole singlehood for the moment,
right?
Throughout this whole singlehood, there was a lot of things that I've experienced through. A lot of roller coaster, I would say. A lot of roller coaster emotions.
Yeah.
A lot of roller coaster feelings as well. But
and getting used to how it could be, like, settling into the the reality is I haven't got anyone right now. It's hard to like accept, kan?
Exactly.
All this while you've been dreaming and hoping and
so I reversed my mentality. I reversed my thoughts. What do you call this? Not overhaul, but more like
kind of like an overhaul.
Yeah, I think
it's like you're a different person now,
right?
Totally. I mean, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think
Hmm.
I overhaul the way that I think.
Terpaksa.
I
If
have
not,
to.
you'll be like dragging your feet
Exactly, I'll
and
be
thinking,
miserable.
why? I need a guy.
Right,
you
I'll
know?
be miserable. And
For
you know me, I
sure.
don't like to be miserable. I don't
Boring
like,
lah.
I know, macam,
Bidal lah.
like,
You'll feel like
uh,
the glow disappears. Okay, this is
exactly.
why I don't like feeling down because
Yeah, the
I'll
same.
look in the mirror and think, hey, yeah, what's wrong with my
Right,
face? You know?
right, yeah. So I was like,
Yeah.
no. So,
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, I would say every day I woke up with a purpose. I woke up something to look forward to. I look forward to being the best version of myself
Yeah.
and be the most unapologetically me.
Yeah.
Embrace myself as it
Aba.
is. Embrace myself as it is with all flaws and all and accept it.
It is more attractive for to a guy when they see a girl
Yeah.
who is just happy-go-lucky, like
Get
you
together,
know,
right?
yeah,
Pagkamu
go
innocent.
together. You're just you're not like needy, all this kind of thing. I do
Yeah.
freaks people out, ba. Macam,
There are,
you know,
okay.
I can't be who you want me to be. Apa ni? You
Ah,
know,
yes,
macam tu
exactly. And
ah.
then, no, I cannot. And not only that, I'm not one to conform to any, what do you call this? I'm not one to conform to any illusions that you want me to be.
Apa?
The illusions of a woman.
For sure.
No, I'm not that kind of person.
I was
I
just
am
thinking. Yeah, go on.
me.
Apa?
I am just me.
Yeah, take it, leave it, right?
Yeah, take it or leave it. That's it.
Alba.
I mean, I can dial things down, but I'm not going to conform
I
to.
dial because I love you, but
Yeah,
not
but-
that you know you need
Exactly.
me to be this way. Okay, the thing is, I was just thinking as you were speaking to that, your friend found her husband
Yeah.
online, right?
Yes.
So it works, no?
Of course it
There's a
works.
slim chance.
There are slim chances that it works.
Oh.
There are slim chances
So why
that
don't you try it?
No. It's a flat out no.
Right? You know. Okay, listen. I have friends from you. The thing is, they say, it's fun. You do it because it's fun. You don't do it because it's like,
Yeah.
I gotta find my life partner now.
No, I'm not doing
But-
it for fun.
But that's the thing. You
Yeah.
wanna have a fun time in terms of meeting people. Because sometimes you can lose the skill of meeting people,
But
you know,
that's
time
true.
you sit down and then
Uh.
it gets too, you know, you're not the one I want to marry. Like,
Yeah.
that guy pun is sizing you up as well.
Exactly.
Like, hello.
I
like,
mean,
alam je tantu. Like,
I know.
it's like dates, you know, like dating is just for social sake, you know, like you
Yeah.
want to find out what you're like with this person. But malam je kan, boleh kahwin kan dia orang ni? Like, we can't go
No, we can't.
meeting people this
No.
way.
But the thing is, you subconsciously or you consciously do that.
for sure.
You do that, like, oh, macam you because you would make a mental check in your head, right? Mental
okay,
check, like, okay, she's pretty. Oh, you know, it's like, okay, macam she's pretty, check. Oh, he's hot, check.
okay.
He's all get together. She's all get together. He,
Okay.
she, good, check. And then when you go on a date, like the first few dates, then that's when you realize, no.
But isn't that great? I mean, that's
yeah, but it's tiring.
That's fine, no?
It's tiring. It's tiring. But when you could have actually done so much more things, like your career. I mean, that's, you know.
Oops. Okay, one thing.
Mhm.
Because you are 36,
Yes.
turning 36,
Yes.
the only thing I would probably bring to your attention is if you continue having this. I mean, it's good to have, like, you know, strong-willed, confident. The only thing is, there'll be a time where you cross over and think, you know what, I don't want to get married. You know, like, I don't need a man. You know, that kind of thing.
I do.
Is it settling in? Is it setting in?
It has crossed my mind.
Like,
it
because
has crossed
in
my
reality, Banar, you don't need one. You know, like, there's no need anymore at this stage because you've really found yourself. You're so comfortable with yourself. You're whatever, yeah.
But there are moments like that I think it's like that. But I knew for a fact, okay, this is just me. This is my intuition. This is just me. Not present or anything. But I knew for a fact that I will eventually settle
out
down.
there, can.
Yeah.
Because you andang hopeful. I told you, Ken, you're
Yeah.
a hopeful.
I'm
You're
still that
a
hopeful person.
hopeful, romantic.
Yeah.
You really want it to happen, and
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. No, I'm not gonna say that. It's not the
If
point, right?
it happens, it
Yeah,
happens. If
that
it doesn't, then
yeah.
alhamdulillah,
Okay, great. So you're still open for the fact,
Yeah.
right? So what if I told you if you're gonna find that person,
Mm-hmm.
it might be because you went on a couple of dates. Some cases, it's the friend of the person you went on a date with. Like this is the point where, like, I have a single friend
Yeah.
cannot meet a guy
Uh-huh.
because why?
Why?
Just doesn't go out.
Oh.
Just doesn't see
Doesn't
the
put themselves
point.
out
Oh, ba,
there.
like, I'm not ill. Baru lihat that person, belum talk to that person,
Yeah.
sudah macam ill.
Oh,
like everything's
I actually have
ill.
that.
Okay, there you go.
I
Okay,
actually have that.
so she's
but
got that,
yeah,
but
I give myself, but yeah, I have that as well.
Okay.
But I give them chance. I give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, so you
You
would
would
go on
never
a
know.
date?
I
You
would.
would?
I would.
Nah, date dapat. So you don't want to do just the dating app thing. That's what you mean.
No, I'm on.
You rather
over
meet them
done.
for real.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you from here. We're friends.
Yeah. I mean,
Organic.
yeah, organic, very organic, very old school. I mean, I can say that I am seeing someone.
Okay.
I'm seeing someone, but not exclusive.
Okay.
Yes.
Is someone you like? There's a lot of likes in it, or
I would
still
say,
judgy?
yeah, I would still care for him. I care about him.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just scared that he's gonna watch this. But yes.
So what?
yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Again, but that's the thing. One thing about me, I'm still keeping my options open.
As you should. I mean, okay, just
Yeah, I'm still keeping my options open.
It's not a secure yes.
It's not a secure yes.
Okay.
Because like I said, I think the whole point right now is I'm focusing on me.
Right.
Because so going back to who I was, like how my thoughts were 10 years ago, a decade ago, like I said, do I just want to get married because of a wedding, or do I want to get married because of a marriage or settling down?
Yeah.
Right? So when I went into that thought process, I was like, what do I really want?
Right.
And I figured out it was an escape plan for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was an escape plan for me to live a new life.
Yeah, to be someone else.
To be someone, not to be someone else, but to be other than to be just to
change.
Yeah, just to change, just to live a new life.
Okay,
That's
got
it,
it.
right?
Right.
And then at the same time, I was looking inwards into myself. I was like, what is wrong with me? Oh, it was a messy process, I tell you. Because
I knew when you were seeing the psychiatrist.
Yes.
Okay. So you talked.
What is wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I still single?
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm a catch.
Okay.
Perasaan na to.
Baik sudah tu. I'm a catch to. What did you conclude? And then continue.
It was a messy process. I hated myself.
Oh no.
I hated myself, and
so that's what was wrong actually.
Yeah, I hated myself because I was opening up a can of worms inside myself. I was opening up a can of worms that I didn't want to address. The part of what is wrong with me. Why am I still single?
Right.
And when I dive deep into that, when I would dive down the rabbit hole, I got scared. Okay. I hated myself. I was feeling sorry for myself. Oh, God. And I hated everyone that was in a relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was a messy process.
Can you share one point of what you felt you disliked about yourself?
Well,
do you remember at all?
I don't really.
Oh, okay. You're so over it then.
Yeah, I'm so over it.
But what was it? Come on, think.
I mean, it's more like it's more like I think, what was it? Why did I
like you discovered you were like working on it,
yeah,
and then
I
you
was
discovered,
working on
oh my
it.
God, I hate myself. Okay, that part, I hate myself at all.
Yeah, I hated
What
myself.
was
No, I
it?
hate the trigger part. I thought that I hated myself was because of maybe I was too clingy. I'm too clingy, and I'm too needy, and I'm just
manja
yeah, cuma tu.
too much.
Too much.
You feel you felt you were too much.
Yeah, I felt like I was too much. So I hated myself.
I hated that.
Yeah, I hated that. So
Yeah. Okay.
but now I don't really care. Yeah, I'm still needy. In a relationship, I'm needy.
Well, that
but
yeah.
who doesn't, right?
Aba.
So because of that, I saw that as a big flaw, as a red flag for myself, as a total red flag for myself. And of course, there's this thing that I've realized. I have a fear of commitment.
Oh.
Because
yeah.
I have
Where did it come from?
I have a fear of commitment because I was in a lot of relationships before.
Yeah.
I got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Harapan palsu. There's a lot of fake promises that was given.
Okay.
And now with any guy, believe me, there's a lot of prospects.
Okay. Yes, I believe you.
Yeah. They're asking, they want to settle down. They want to settle down. They want to settle down. I ask him, why?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because you like what you see, or is it because of me? Mm-hmm. And of course, guys would do anything to say what you want to hear, right?
Hindi na pandai menjawab. Di ba solan mo to? Macam
no, because I do. Because I have to.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, because I have to.
Okay,
right?
fine. So you would pose that question, and then what would they say?
They're like, "Oh, you're pretty."
Okay.
And then I'm like, "Is that all?"
Okay, and then
diam terus.
Oh. How long have you known this person before you asked them this?
Banyak sila.
Kenal nih, kenal. Yeah. It's not like I met you day 1, day 2 this question. Yeah. No, ah?
No. Okay. It's more like that lah. Macam, you're so pretty. I'm like, yeah, and the thing is, okay, here's the thing. Remember I said about low self-esteem?
Yeah.
I still have that. Okay. So I don't really see myself as one. Okay. I look at myself as an average person. Okay. Alhamdulillah, I've been given 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Okay. Yeah, alhamdulillah, Allah has given me in perfect condition. Okay. But I've never seen myself more than that. I've only seen myself as an average person. Okay. And I dressed up the way that I do. I look the way that I do because I worked on it. Mm-hmm. Because I want to look presentable. Mm-hmm. That's all. Of course. Yeah. I want to look presentable for me. And of course, when you meet people, first impressions are what's important. Mm-hmm. So I do it for me. And of course, the first impressions of others as well. Because you might never know your network sa tuba. Of course. I'm looking at it from a professional perspective. Okay. Not from a personal perspective. Right. So, yeah.
So when they say, "Oh, you're so pretty," you don't seem to accept it. I mean, that's not good enough, right?
No, it's not good enough.
Okay, what?
Beauty can fade, right?
Mm-hmm. What are you expecting?
Like I said earlier on, with the checklist that I have, right? Mm-hmm. You accept me with all my flaws, all in all. You support me through my darkest times and through the highest of highs. Mm-hmm. I support you through the same way. It's a reciprocal thing that I do. Mm-hmm. And I have a whole lot of love to give. That is undeniable. You know that about yourself, right? So let me just ask you about this person you had asked this question to, okay? That relationship you had with that person, are you also giving yourself to this, like you want him to see you more as beauty, but did you also see him for him? I do. You knew him, you liked him, or you didn't like him? I do. It's just, I don't know, it's just not the right time yet. So probably at that moment, because you're so into you first, you probably were not able to see the guy for who they are. Because I do. I mean, there are times like that. Tapi macam, again, like I said, the benefit of the doubt comes in. I give them the benefit of the doubt and giving them another chance. But at the same time, macam, I'm vetting through, like, okay, kalau sekiranya if I'm like this, and then if, like I said, I'm a sociable person. They can be very insecure as to where I go, to what I do. So you can see that while you're dating kind of thing, right? And so you already can feel from a few dates, yani not open, not accepting. And then like I said, communication is key. Right. Talk to me. Okay, I do not like dead end conversations. I really truly don't like dead end conversations.
Oh, ba.
Macam hi bye, okay, that's it. Oh, the weather is nice today. Yeah, it is. Oh, the weather.
Boring. Goodbye.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what
Stimulate me
I get what you mean.
intellectually, like
engaging. A
yeah,
little bit more
exactly.
engaging. There's one thing I wanted to share with you.
Mhm.
Because we're girls, right?
Yeah.
We always like, does he like me? Does he like me? Does he like me? That kind of
Yeah,
thing, right?
yeah.
Like we need them to like us,
Yeah.
see us for who we are. But there's one point in my life before ku kawin apa
Mhm.
ni, when I was on the search for whoever, right? I start to think, wait, do I like you? Chatua.
Yeah.
Can I stand you? That's it. That was it. It's changed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you like me or not. I mean, at that point, it's like, you like me, great. You don't, great, whatever. But let me just look at you first.
Yeah.
I like what I see?
Yeah, do I
first
like,
and foremost,
yeah.
because if you like me, the guy likes me, tapi aku hindi,
There's nothing.
macam walaupun
There's nothing.
shower me with everything, but I just cannot stand being in your presence.
Yeah, so macam there's just no chemistry. There's just no chemistry. I do not know. It still baffles me, right? It still baffles me that this person likes you. He thinks that you have chemistry, but you don't feel that way.
I think that's why when they say, "Oh, you're pretty," and it's like, don't give a damn if I'm pretty right now.
Yeah.
Like
no, it's more like
I don't.
What else?
Care.
What else do you have? What else have you got?
There's one point where I start to think more on the respect level.
Yeah.
Like they may like me, they may whatever me, but do I respect you as a man who will take on the job of taking care of me and everything? Like, do I respect you enough not to step on your face and like kick you to the curb anytime I want?
That's what I'm scared of.
Girls like you and I, it's like, because when you feel you don't really need. Yeah. There's no need for that kind of support in your life. Like, it's so easy to just be kurang ajar lah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's so
and
easy to be an ass to these guys.
That's why I don't want that. I'm scared of that, honestly. I do not want to be that person who would step on her partner's.
Yeah, it's not nice.
It's not nice because I've been like that. I've been a doormat.
You've been a doormat, and you don't want to treat that other guy like a doormat
because it sucks.
It's not a relationship, I feel.
No, it's not.
It's fun.
It's more like you're using them and you're abusing them, and I do not want that because, again, trust me, I do have friends have come to me, they talk to me, and I've heard them, Christian, and I just, it's like what you said, it's discouraging. It scares me. It scares me. Right? So I was like,
it's like, is this what it's like?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Is everyone like this? Oh God.
So
panic.
Panic terus ba. That kind of discouraged me instead. Instead of pursuing, that kind of discouraged me instead. So I'm like, okay, you know what? That's why I was like, okay, you know what? I detached myself from all that. I detached myself from that. So I would listen to my friends, but I detached myself after that. Like, I would rinse myself off, from that. And then I was like, okay, girl, don't freak yourself out. We're not going to go down this road again. Just do what you got to do. If it happens, it happens. It is what it is. If it happens, it happens. And then I'm pretty sure, and then not only that, because I think, right, the whole point here is that I have my faith and trust in Allah. That He is going, that whoever it is that is being written in my books that I will end up with is going to be
the right one.
The right one for me. Right? If it's something else, then perhaps it is a test, a challenge. Again, I would see it more like it is what it is, and I will not be tested with something that I cannot handle. So because of that mindset, it's all about the mindset here. Yeah,
so you become more calmer, perhaps. Like, indah lagi macam siapa, I need somebody now, anybody.
Yeah. No, it's not like that anymore.
You gotta, what's that word? Faith lah. You have that faith. Like, it's gonna be fine.
Hopeful as well. I'm still hopeful.
But that's good, right?
Yeah. So mental health wise, like I said, it took a total turn. As you can see, it took a total turn from who I was, thinking that do I want to settle down just because of a wedding or is just because of a marriage? Because you see, I understand that when you enter a marriage, it's a whole total different world. Totally different world. And then, like I said just now earlier on, what people have been saying is true that you can actually see the true colors of your partner once you settle down, once you live with them.
Mm-hmm.
And, you will see everything. You will see everything from head to toe, inside and out. And you and I remember what my mom said. I think it was like batas dala.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 7 years kada. If you enter your marriage in the 7th year, that means you have passed your honeymoon stage, and that means you have passed through hurdles in your marriage. Yeah. Yeah, hurdles in your marriage, 7 years. Then after 7 years, or is it 7 or 9 years? I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
After 7 years,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be peachy. Yeah,
Apa?
it's gonna be peachy. As in, it's gonna be easy.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little bit easy because you've already known your partner at that stage,
You've been
right?
through a lot. You
Alba.
probably had kids by then.
Yeah,
perhaps,
exactly.
And then
You see?
you focus on other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Well, yeah, whatever. That's kind of like a, ano na, huh?
Yeah. So I'm like,
Guideline.
I guess.
Probably, I don't know. How do you take that? Is it positively positive information, or is it freaking you out?
I took it as it is. I didn't freak out.
Okay.
I didn't freak out. I
So
said, okay, well,
it's kind of like a preparation.
Yeah, it was a preparation.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a preparation. So that was that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, the message for singles, I think is that work on yourself.
Yeah, work on yourself. Like, okay, so for those who are looking for, relationships, those who are looking for settling down, right? But haven't found the right one, and you feel that yourself needing desperately to be in one, all I gotta say is that don't jump into relationships that easy. Don't jump into a relationship without knowing who you are first as a person, what you want in life. Forgive yourself, and love yourself first. Work on yourself. Why I'm saying this is like, if you've been single for a long time, like myself, you would question yourself. What is wrong?
Yeah.
Or sometimes, like most people that I've noticed, they don't give themselves time to really sit with them, so to really sit down and think, reflect, as well as heal.
Right.
Because after a relationship, when you break up from a relationship, there are a lot of people who jump into another relationship quickly, just like that.
There are people like that.
There are a lot of people
insecure. I feel
insecure and scared, panic, fear sets in. Don't allow that fear to set in, because allow yourself to feel all those emotions. Allow yourself to, cry it out if you need to, scream it out if you need to, talk to people if you need to. Don't jump into a relationship when you're not healed.
You gotta face the reality.
You gotta face the reality. You gotta face the bitter reality of it, the heartbreak. You gotta face through it, and have your support system there with you. Have your support system there with you. Trust the ones that you can talk to, and without judgments, without fear. So all you got to do is have faith and trust in yourself. Work on yourself, love yourself, and above all, forgive yourself. So yeah,
it's true.
Yeah,
it's not even something you say. It's yang benar niya.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think, oh my God, I have come a long way since then.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The only thing maybe I'd probably be worried about is you thinking too much, Joa.
I'm an overthinker. That's a given.
Yeah, like sometimes it comes when you don't give a damn plan. You're not thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's like just meet people, go on dates. Like you have no checklist in mind. Sometimes it's good like that. You know?
But for me, I think is yeah.
You know why I say that?
Why?
It's all because it's a pressure. on the guy.
Mhm.
The guy could be absolutely the right one, but because of this checklist,
Yeah.
jadi
I
macam
know.
the guy pun macam, you know what? I don't think I can be all you want to be.
Yeah.
You
But
know, like
no. But for me, it's a mental checklist. I don't share it with them.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the mental checklist.
I know you don't show a checklist physically.
Yeah, I know.
But that's what it is in your mind.
I guess I compromise. I can compromise. That's why the benefit. That's why benefit of the doubt. Can yes, I do have to have a checklist because it's a guide for me.
Okay.
Because if I want to settle down, right, I want a partner who can fully support me with all my crazy ideas, with all my crazy on the go lifestyle. But at the same time, and then of course financially stable. That we all need, right? Financially stable, but at the same time,
I'd put that first on my list.
Yeah, of course, obviously. So financially stable, but at the same time, who's going to be there?
Look after your damn self. I don't spend any money on you.
Exactly, and of course, the one who's not going to run for the hills when things get tough. Openly communicate with me what's wrong, and we work through it.
Yeah.
And of course, like I can support myself because women, we can support ourselves. But to have a partner who can support you that way is good. And like in terms of financial, it's good because at the end of it, right, we both have our own stability.
Yeah.
We all have our own stability. And kalau sekiranya itu we share lah. Macam yorang betul answer, right? So yeah,
you're looking for a team.
Yes, exactly.
Teammate.
A teammate.
Not like I have to talk after everything.
Yeah.
Boring tu, you know.
I know. I yeah. So
it never lasts long. I mean, bukan never lasts long. It's an uphill battle, you know.
It is. So macam someone who's a balancing act between the two partners. So, like, and then like I said, like what you said, tag team.
Is that so hard to ask? Is that too much to ask?
Right?
That's so hard.
Right?
I just want to be with friends, team with you. You, me, team. Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah. I mean, it's good you're not doing that rushing into things, getting married for no good reason, just sekadar I want to get married.
No.
But you see, that's the thing. That age, young 20s atau, kebanyakan they do work for the marriage, for the wedding ba. They want that wedding,
pressure, like perhaps.
It's in your mind. I want to get this, I get, you know. It clouds your judgment. You know, like
I guess it's societal pressure, and then not only that, the unnecessary pressure that you put on yourself as well. Just because everyone's left and right and getting married.
Yeah, and it's like such a wonderful time, such a magical moment.
Yeah, but that magical moment is just only for a few hours. And then after that, reality sets in when you go into a marriage, right?
You know what else I found out? Yeah.
What?
Which I can share with you now that I've been married for 18 years.
Oh, wow, 18 years. My God.
You know, when you like someone, your checklist means nothing. To be honest with you. I mean, there's the main things that at least, financially can look after himself. Yeah, great. You know, like there's some deal breakers which you keep.
Yeah.
But at the end, check this out.
Nada. It doesn't matter, right?
You might end up marrying such a complete opposite of what you set out yourself. That's the crazy part. You know what I mean? That's just the crazy part.
Yeah,
like when you fall for someone. Mana lagi terpikir tu. That's why, you know, those friends of yours who have probably not going in the right, you know, the marriage is crumbling, whatever.
Yeah.
The thing is, okay, this is why you have marriage counseling, okay? It's still salvageable. You can still work through. That's your challenge, to work through it. There's no guarantee you're gonna find everyone on the checklist. Kawin is gonna be perfect marriage. Sama aja you'll have your problems.
Yeah.
The
problems are never gonna go away.
It's never gonna go. It's gonna be something else. You're gonna experience it as however. But that's the thing. For me, it's like I'm not saying kawin saja. No.
Yeah.
It's more like it's something you can't explain. But the checklist is very anikan. I know.
It's a mental
it's a
checklist.
mental like logically
Yeah.
but when it comes to matters of the heart and kawin it's like mana
It's a totally different thing.
you just do it because I can explain it.
It just
high.
feels right.
You're high,
It just feels right. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I'm not at that stage yet. I am not. I don't know how it feels. Truthfully, I don't know how it feels. I thought I knew how it feels. I thought I knew what it felt like, but it was just an illusion.
The thing is, because you're getting into 40s, it becomes more logical.
Oh, yes.
It is really gonna be like no one's gonna measure up until it ticks every single box.
Like I said, Kantari, like for instance, like I said, right, though me before would want to have a very big fancy wedding.
Cinderella moment,
right? Now it's more practical where I don't mind. It's just
and it's
Sanding,
more like
nikahan, that's it.
Who are you? Okay, check this, check that.
Oh, I'm like,
I mean, that's the only thing I'm telling you now. You want to be very aware and mindful of the kind of person you morph into heading towards your 40s because
I know
it's like you know what I mean? Like you still do want to have a bit of that butterfly feeling, you know, like
you want to keep it alive, right?
Yeah, you want to keep it
exciting,
sweet,
exciting and sweet and new.
Because if
fresh.
you think about it, if every marriage has their issues, trouble, what you're probably trying to do is avoid that.
Yeah,
you know. But
true.
I'm saying you're gonna have your share. Like memang ada.
It's unavoidable,
so
right?
If I were to condense a checklist now for people in your category, I say you want to just be someone who you will want to go through all that with.
That's it. It's a simple thing.
Somebody who you don't mind to fight with. Like, you know, some people, like you fight with and it's like really ugly. Yeah, don't marry that. But
no,
if it's someone you can fight with, but you can fight with and still have resolution at the end of the day, that's great.
Because you work things out, right? That's what's important.
That's what you've been talking about.
Yeah,
right?
you work things out. So much. That's why communication is key. No matter how hard it is for you to talk to your partner about what's wrong with either of you, what's the point?
Yeah.
You know,
that's the thing. The communication dynamics of it takes a while to develop into something that you're happy with. You know, I can tell you in the beginning, my marriage, you think it's great, like you said. Before kawin, it's like, of course you can talk.
Yeah.
So there's someone between, macam nado, you can't even believe. Oh my God, why the hell did I marry you? Like I can't even be bothered to talk to you. You know that there'll come a stage where it's like, wow, you have to relearn again. Well, who this person is. Well, who is this new person? And people grow older, change.
Because that's the thing, right? Things can change in an instant, but it's how you what do you call this? How you navigate through it, how you accept the change, how you work through it. It's what's important. Your reaction to it.
Exactly.
So it's all about acknowledging it as well as maybe shaking it off or work through it. Don't simply dust things off just like that or sweep it under the rug.
Yeah. I mean, stages of the life itu je kan. Kadang-kadang cuma tu.
Yeah.
Like, But
So maybe to the singles out there, you just gotta question yourself. Do you want to settle down just because it's an escape plan for you, or just because if it's a wedding that you want to look forward to look pretty for a couple of hours?
Yeah, just because everyone at this age is supposed to be married. That's the part I don't like.
Yeah,
I should be.
And most importantly, do you truly see yourself down the line with them? Like, do you think that love enough is enough for you to work things through? Because what I know is that yes, love is there. It's the essential key for you to settle down with each other. Okay, because you love each other, you care about each other, right? But is that love enough?
Is that all?
Is that all? You know, is that all? Because you are going to live with someone who is going to see every bits of you inside and out. You know,
Test your patience,
yeah,
test your everything.
exactly. And it's the same with you. It's a vice versa. It's a two-way street where you're going to see each other. And do you think that you're gonna accept them if things go bad? Do you think like seriously, I have friends macam baru atau sekejap kahwin sudah dia akan divorce lah. And I'm like, why? Why would you want to do that? Oh, because I just figured out things didn't work out. Then work through it. Oh, malas ko. Why?
Do these people even have is therapy an option for people like this?
No. They never believe in therapy.
It's just done, right?
Yeah,
it's a done deal.
It's a done deal. Then I would say maybe what you need to do is you need to see a marriage counseling first before you make any decisions on this. Macam ya, sikit-sikit berkelahi divorce. Sikit-sikit berkelahi. This is not high school. This is not high school. Okay, this is not high school where you pick a fight with your boyfriend or you pick a fight with your girlfriend, casual things, and then you want to divorce over petty little things. You have got to be kidding me. That's not the foundation of a marriage. You don't get to marry someone just because of a petty little thing that you guys fight over that blows out of proportion and then you want to divorce. No.
But I think when you divorce, andang ada tapi andang kalau orang divorce counseling juga.
Iyalah, tapi kan benar pulang. That's
surely they get something out of that. I'd like to think. I don't know.
You like to think so, but sometimes, right, with this marriage counseling, walau alam na maybe there are some things that they work, but some things that don't work out. When they say that it's broken, it's broken. You cannot fix what's broken already. So macam, it made me question. Then why do you get married? Oh, because I love her. Because I love him. Yeah, but is that just it? You know.
It's a confusing thing, right?
It's a confusing thing. And that's the reason why I don't really want to think about it. Like I said, if it happens, it happens. It is what it is, you know? So, because I'm not going to scare myself down the line.
Because that's easy. You can easily think, oh my God, is this going to happen to me?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to be like, exactly. Because I don't want to freak myself out that way. Because I'm still hopeful that I will settle down eventually. Because I don't want to have kids. I mean, I do want to have.
Oh, you do? Then you should get married now. You're like 36. What the hell?
I know. My biological clock is working. Oh my God. Running.
Okay, listen to me, okay? This is not counseling. Oh, by the way, everyone listening to my podcast, bukan counseling ya. This is a podcast. So I can say whatever I want. Counseling, bertapis lagi sikit.
Benar. Benar. Macam,
I will not tell you what to do.
Benar. Yang sensitive lagi kan. Oh my God.
Okay. If having a child is the most important thing, probably even more important than having the marriage. Okay, let's say, because at banda tu ada that the child bearing years, it needs to be done at a certain time.
I know.
Before it gets really high, critical.
I know.
You know, danger zone na to ba?
Yeah, I know. That's
so, you know.
Who knows, right?
Whoever you're seeing now, whatever his name is, if he's nice enough, good enough, do it. You know why?
Why?
Because at this stage, you're not some weakling ba?
No.
You know what I mean? Like when you're 20, and then you put all your eggs in one basket, and this guy has to be it.
Yeah,
you know, the breakup is so like,
I know. Like, oh my God, this is the end of the world for me. You know,
it probably is. You know, like, but at this age. Sometimes this is what I think of.
Yeah.
You can correct me when you find out. But like if you find out this way. But like at this age, you're so mature, sudah. You know, you're not some, needy. You've done the work. You've done the internal work and everything. You're good.
Yeah.
If you find someone, because also the reason can be, I want to have a baby. Okay, fine. You know, it's legit. It's fine to have that it's driving force on you. Because who doesn't, you know, like, and if that's part of the plan and the guy agrees and says, yes, I want to have children with you, for me, kawin saja tiap. Yeah, sure. You know, because your overthinking is going to destroy you at this age.
I know.
That is only the part because number one, no one's ever gonna be perfect.
I gotta believe that.
You are never gonna be perfect. You see, that's the thing. We're so high on being so confident that macam all that,
we have the
you know.
expectations. Oh my god!
Tapi
Yeah,
in the center,
I
like,
know,
hello, what the hell?
Terrible.
You two could be something on his list, which is a no, and it's
Yeah.
like, but then they come, they say, okay, I still love her anyway. At the end, it's like, I love her anyway. I love him anyway. Macam tu lah. You wanna get to that point where enough of this overly freaking ourselves out.
Yeah.
And then we miss out on life. Because you've done the work sudah.
Yeah.
You're good sudah. Lain lah if you are really 20% of who you are. Like, come on. You're good to go. So the thing is, for me, it's like, when you're at this age, 36, you know yourself, you've developed on many levels.
Mm-hmm.
When a guy is there, and let's say the baby is the important factor right now, the having a child in it, that would be my question to the guy. I want to have kids.
Yeah, of course.
Are you ready to have children? That would be my question. Not, it won't be, apa, what was on your list of questions? Why do you love me?
Yeah, why do you want to marry me?
Why do you want to marry me?
Yeah.
No, you tell them, I want to marry because I want to have children.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, if they say that, then okay. Tapi macam,
sometimes you have to take it into your own hands.
Exactly.
At this time in your life,
I do.
I wouldn't, because at the time when I was gonna get married and cari laki, I don't really care. Orang atu 100% really gila kan aku keindah.
Yeah.
It's more like, do I care enough for you?
Yeah.
That was my main concern, because I can easily abuse a guy, I can easily drag him through the mud without any
consequences,
I don't
or
give a
risk.
damn.
Yeah,
Exactly. Which I don't want. So I have to think first, because I know myself. Do I respect him?
You see, you see, instead of you asking questions about him, you're asking questions about you. You are working on yourself. You are internally,
because you know yourself.
Exactly, you're internally looking into yourself, because you know that at the end of the day, you don't want to hurt them. You don't want to hurt them.
Precisely.
You
so
see?
Coming back to your main mind is, let's say, having a child.
Yeah.
It's more like, you wouldn't want to marry a guy who would never wanted to have kids at this moment, who never wanted to really have a child with you.
Yeah.
So the question is, do you want to have a child with me? Like, now, next year. That kind of thing. So if it's a yes, that's already half the battle done. It's actually,
Yeah, kalau if it's
solution.
Riziki kan. If it's Riziki, right? If it's Riziki, then yeah. That's why. So,
but that's the mind first, you see, because now your questions have changed, man.
Oh, it's constantly evolving. I would say it's constantly evolving into different things, because you would find things that every single day, every single moment, you always have an epiphany or a moment struck of realization that you question yourself every single day now. So macam, and then you alter your thoughts. You work your way around it. You alter your thoughts. And I was like, oh, okay. Like what you said just now, right? Macam, find a guy who wants to settle down with you because wants to settle down with you because they want to settle down and have roots, to put down roots.
Yeah.
And so go for it. And then you said today earlier on, the checklist, it doesn't matter. So now it's already ingrained in me, like, oh, okay, maybe I should dial down on that. Maybe I should dial down on that and just give it a go.
Follow your heart now, because your heart's ready, but like, you probably don't even realize how much you've evolved.
Yeah.
So your thinking still is when you were 20 in terms of like, what am I looking for?
Yeah, exactly.
But how you don't even need to have any high perfection person, because you're already like, you are already good for you, ba.
I'm good for me. Now it's just
continue on lah. Cari what you're needing.
The other puzzle.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's just trying to find that puzzle that fits.
And you want to have kids.
Exactly, I do. I mean,
interesting, right?
Yeah, no, to hold a baby of my own. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's so nice. Yeah.
I mean, I love kids. I do. I love kids. I adore kids. But to have a kid of your own, I think that will be an undescribable feeling ever.
For sure.
An experience as well.
It's a different journey altogether.
Yes, it's a different journey altogether. Motherhood would be a different journey for me, as well as being in a marriage itself. So yeah. Oh my god.
I know, right? Something to ponder on, and plus there is someone out there,
Yeah.
If you this is what I know about guys.
Mm.
If you're clear about what you want,
The intentions is there.
they will also understand that. But kalau diri macam but if you don't want macam
No,
like
yeah.
the guy pun macam wait, do you or do you?
Do you or do you
Apa
not?
kan?
Oh, wow, is it?
Yeah.
Make up your mind.
Yeah. So when you're not clear or maybe feeling undeserving, because that's a lot.
Yeah.
Girls always macam I want to be whatever. Okay.
Yes.
Yet the guys, they don't get it. They don't know what this is.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why they said that that's why the guys always said that you girls are always complicate things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truthfully, yes, we do like to complicate things because we're overthinkers. We can't help it. But it's just that for us to bring them to our thought process, it can be mind-boggling. It can be confusing. But that's why it's quite rare for a guy to really truly understand your thought process when it's quite haphazard inside,
right.
And it's quite rare to find a guy who can actually calm you down. Like, okay, girl, calm down. It's like, okay, calm down, take a deep breath, rewind,
step by step.
Exactly. Let's go through it step by step. Yeah, it's very rare to find a guy. I think I did find a, tapi yeah, the one that got away, but it's okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. It is what it is. Okay. But it's fine to it's very rare to find a guy that's like that.
Yeah.
Like,
but
calm yourself down. Yeah.
That's why marriage counseling.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that's why I do it. Because I feel I was not the most clearest person, but I feel I've gained that clarity.
Yeah.
And I've helped quite a few couples, married couples.
Oh, that's good.
Stay together. Yeah, it's been successful, alhamdulillah. So I feel I can do it. I can help you, Chataba. Yeah. I feel it. But like,
if you know that's your calling, then
it's just that because people have such bad experiences, you see,
traumatizing ones, right?
Yeah, so you just feel like really skeptical. But nah. I mean, I feel I can understand the guy's side and the girl's side.
But to bridge that together, it's going to be quite challenging. It's a challenge, right?
It's exciting. I love it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, right? But yeah, even my friend used to say, "Are you sure you want to get into that?" Like, sanggup ko. Like, sanggup.
I'm fine with it. I like the challenge.
Crazy, right? Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up now, and I feel like you. Oh, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
I know it's not easy to find someone to just want to talk about mental health of being single.
Yeah.
Like, can I judge? But the thing is, everyone's been through it. No, the thing is, everyone's felt it. Okay.
Yeah, everyone. There's no undenying.
In some point of their life. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you're just brave to say it.
I know. I'm so proud.
Me too. You've come a long way. Really,
I know, right?
Really,
From like 6 years ago that you met me. My God. Oh.
Inshallah, you'll find the guy and have kids. It's still not too late. It's not too late.
You'll just have to wait for that invitation to come to you, or like one day that's like, okay, are you free on this day? You remember when I told you that you're gonna be my makeup artist?
I will cancel everything for you.
Yeah, exactly. So you just have to wait for that day.
It will be great. So yeah, less overthinking. Keep thinking. I'm not saying don't think,
I know,
but like, be light. Be a bit light about it, because guys cannot handle the pressure. They can feel it. They can feel the pressure of somebody, even if you don't say it. Yeah, it's there.
It's true. All right.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and then see you in the next podcast. Bye.
Bye.